The 30 Rockefeller Plaza studio thrummed with the signature buzz of late-night levity on October 15, 2025, at 12:35 a.m. Eastern, as Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, glided onto the Late Night with Seth Meyers set, her emerald silk blouse and tailored trousers catching the warm glow of the desk lamps, eliciting a cascade of applause from the packed house of comedy enthusiasts and curious coastal elites, there to tout the second season of her Netflix series with love, Meghan. A blend of cooking tutorials and celebrity hearts-to-hearts that had just scored a renewal amid whispers of royally relatable charm. Meghan was primed to blend charm with candor, sharing snippets of Montecito domesticity with Prince Harry and their children Archie and Lilibet, alongside subtle plugs for her American Riviera orchard draws a copyright that had sold out in hours despite tabloid shade. Seth Meyers, the bespectacled host with a deadpan delivery sharpened by SNL years and a knack for threading the needle between jest and jabs, stood to embrace her lightly, the bandleader Fred Armisen riffing a playful harp flourish to underscore the glamour, while the audience leaned in, expecting the usual mix of self-aware wit and star-studded sparkle. The monologue had already warmed the room with a gentle ribbing of Hollywood's crown jewel comebacks, and the interview launched with easy rapport, Meghan recounting a light-hearted mishap involving a botched batch of jam with guest star Serena Williams, her laugh melodic as Meyers quipped, "Sounds like the real royal jam is sticky situations minus the scepter." Cheers swelled, and Meghan nodded graciously, steering to her series' ethos of everyday elegance, but Meyers, sensing comedic clay, swerved with surgical subtlety. "Meghan, with love, Meghan is inspiring women everywhere channeling their inner duchess, but some say it's a tad curated. Like, is the Rose copyright just a rosy lens on the real tea from Spare?" The crowd chuckled nervously, the probe a sly scalpel beneath the surface, Meghan's smile holding steady as she parried, "Seth, curated? It's authentic, life's not scripted, even if the cameras try to make it seem so." Applause trickled in, but Meyers leaned forward, glasses glinting under the lights, invoking a viral X thread questioning the timing of her Diana-inspired Rose copyright launch. Authentic, sure, but dropping Princess D Pink on her birthday. Inspiring homage, or opportunistic overlap? Meghan's eyes narrowed fractionally, her response poised yet pointed as she countered, "Overlap, it's tribute, Seth, honoring strength amid scrutiny you've satirized for years." The band eased the tempo, house lights dimming to spotlight the spark, as a panel guest shifted uncomfortably and producers in the booth exchanged glances, the promo poised for pleasantries now perilously close to powder keg, Meghan's fortified finesse fraying against Meyers' mordant mirth, the ether humming with the prelude to pandemonium and the promise of primetime perpetuity. As the segment sailed past a jaunty house band breaka Armisen's bass, a brief bow mid a late-night set simmered with subterranean strain, off-mic murmurs later leaking Meghan's quiet query to a stagehand about probing too personal, while Meyers conferred with writers, his wry grin belying a hunter's hunger. Relaunching at 12:45 a.m., Meyers' mind deeper, mask of mirth slipping to reveal the satirist's sting, tributes touching, Meghan, but let's unpack the pink timing. Post-Harry Meghan, your Netflix glow-up inspires, yet critics call it crown cash-in empowerment elixir, or exile elixir. The word exile echoed like a slap, the audience stirring as Meghan's cheeks warmed, her riposte rapid and resolute. "Cash in? I've clawed from criticism you caricature, Seth, turning trials into tools while you turn tales into tropes." Laughter lapped from the liberal leaners, but Meyers parried, voice pitching with pretended puzzlement. "Tropes, or truths? Your Rose copyright raked in millions, bravo, but twinning it with Diana's Day?" Williams seething, per the tabs, "And honestly, so am I. Inspired, or insensitive?" The harshness hit home, Meghan's composure creaking as she leaned in, tone turning tempestuous. "And sensitive? You've mocked my misery for monologue, and my pain's your punchline. While I build bridges you burn for bits." The studio sucked in air, Armisen sax trailing into tense quiet, as Meyers' retort rebounded, "Punchline, this is late-night levity, Meghan a light on the levity, heavy on the honesty. Or can't duchesses digest the digs?" Meghan's facade fractured then, rising at 12:50 a.m., unclipping her microphone with a resonant snap that silenced the room. "Diggs, this is demolition, not dialogue. Yeah, I'm not your jest." The throng thundered in a tempest of cheers and gasps, Meyers summoning suavely, "Meghan, pause, let's laugh it off." But she pivoted precisely, exiting stage right with regal resolve, security shadowing as producers panicked to pre-tape a desk bit amid the uproar. Backstage scuttlebutt spoke of a swift steer out to stem the storm, though Meghan's allies asserted it was audacious autonomy. X detonated at 12:52 a.m. with #Meghan Meyers meltdown trending, unedited uploads unleashing, she shattered the satire. Versus Seth schooled the shill. The explosive eruption, from esprit to enmity, had eclipsed the evening, headlines hurling like harpoons across the midnight meridian. The aftershock of Meghan Markle's mid-show bolt-on late night with Seth Meyers barreled through the broadcast biosphere by 1:15 a.m. Eastern on October 16, 2025, eclipsing the night's novelties in a barrage of blistering broadcasts and bite-sized brawls. X pipelines pulsed with pristine plays of viewers pasting Meyers' insensitive incursion over Meghan's Mick-free march, tags #Meghan explodes and #late night lash leaping to late night laurels, raking 60 million rants in the raw 20 minutes. Meghan's myrmidons mustered, musing a Duchess's de Gursa Seth's snark sabotage, #defend Meg, with mockeries of his glasses as gag goggles, while Meyers' minions mauled, monetized Maven melts a comedy's crown jewel, #Team Seth, splicing her solder to closer look crescendos. Page 6 pummeled Meghan's Meyers mayhem, kicked after Raw's copyright roast redux, while Vulture vivisected it as late night's lit fuse, when Wit wounds wellness, wagering if it warned as Sussex second season sabotage. NBC navigated neutrality, noting nebulously on notable natter, but Meyers 1:30 a.m. after action a tough tease, tougher tease, more monologues mourn. A hoarded 180k huzzah.